Today we're headed to Helsingør, Denmark, home to the famous Kronborg Castle. And if you paid very close attention in your world literature studies in high school or college, you might just recognize this castle as the setting for Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Copenhagen is a fantastic base for many day trips. Whether you're into castles, coastal towns, or charming countrysides, there are plenty of options within easy reach. Some popular choices include visiting the scenic town of Roskilde, where you can check out Viking ships, or heading to Malmö, Sweden for a quick jaunt across the Öresund Bridge. But for today's episode, we chose to explore Helsingør, a city which is, as you said, rich in history, and one of Denmark's most iconic landmarks is within this city, and it's called Kronborg Castle. If you want to experience royal history and a quaint coastal town, Helsingør is a great choice. And the best part, it's just a short train ride from Copenhagen.
All right, every country navigating the train stations can be slightly different. We're here in the Copenhagen, I guess, central train station, and there's a lot of self-serve kiosks, but we did find an office for train tickets. They gave me a number, so I have to wait for my number to show up, and then I'll go to the right booth and see if we can get a ticket to Helsingør, Denmark.
There you go.
Yeah.
Although it turned out we had a bit of a rushed experience because we were standing on the platform waiting for our train when we heard an announcement over the speakers in English that said the platform for our train changed. So we had to rush from one side of the station to the other side, and huffing and puffing, we got to the updated platform just in time to hop on our train.
Well, that was a rush. So within minutes, there was an announcement in English that the platform had changed from 2 to 3. So we had to rush up the stairs, rush down the stairs to get to platform 3, but we made it.
Right to the train.
And getting from the city center to Helsingør couldn't be easier. You hop on a direct train from the central station, and in about 45 minutes, you arrive in Helsingør. And the journey itself was quite scenic, and we suggest if you're taking this train ride, grab yourself a window seat because there's lots of wonderful views to take in, and it's the perfect way to start this day trip. You might even spot Sweden in the distance as you approach Helsingør since it's just across the water. The trains in Denmark are comfortable, they're reliable, and Helsingør station is conveniently located within easy walking distance of the town's major attractions. When we got off the train, it was just a short 10-minute walk to Kronborg Castle, which is the crown jewel of Helsingør.
Many years ago, I was a lad in high school.
A lad?
I think
a lad.
I told you recently, I have very little memory of hardly any of my teachers from high school.
Yeah.
Most of it's a blur, except for my English teacher, Mrs. Greening. It was an honors English class, and that was very memorable for lots of reasons. One, it was challenging. So I think sometimes the teachers in life that press you hard are sometimes the ones that I think stick out, for me at least.
Yeah.
But in that class, one of the books that was required reading was Shakespeare's Hamlet, which the story is set in this castle in Helsingør, Denmark, and that's where we're going today.
That's cool.
That is cool. So back then, to read or not to read was the question, and if you wanted to grade, the answer was to read and analyze the complicated Shakespeare.
Yes.
Yes.
It was complicated.
Yeah, but this is going to be funner than reading the book. We're going to go check out the castle of the Prince of Denmark.
Cool.
Yes.
Kronborg Castle is, without a doubt, the highlight of any visit to Helsingør. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is known as the setting for Hamlet, which is why it is often referred to as Hamlet's Castle. As you approach, the castle's grandeur becomes very apparent. It is perched right on the coast with its towering spires and thick walls that are facing the sea. For over 6 centuries, this castle has been used as a fortress, a royal castle, a military barracks, and today, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Kronborg Castle is renowned for its connection to 2 legendary figures. Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark, is famously associated with the castle through William Shakespeare's play, although the playwright referred to it as Elsinore, after the nearby town of Helsingør. Despite the name discrepancy, the castle is globally recognized as Elsinore. Another iconic figure tied to Kronborg Castle is Holger the Dane, a fabled hero among Charlemagne's 12 knights.
This is the sleeping giant, Holger the Dane. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Who will awaken if Denmark is ever attacked by a foreign enemy.
Walking through the castle's halls is like stepping back in time. You can explore the royal apartments, the grand ballroom, and the dark winding casements underneath the castle. We saw all of that and it was just fascinating. We saw magnificent dining areas, guest rooms. There was lots of paintings and really remarkable tapestries throughout. One of the most impressive areas is the castle chapel. It's got a beautifully restored woodwork and vaulted ceilings, and we spent a bit of time admiring it. And there's just lots to see both inside and out of this wonderful castle.
So this is a very large portrait done in the late 1600s by Isaac something like that. And it is Cybele and Neptune. Neptune is quite a loving glance, or let's say a lusting glance, at her, and she's wearing the crown. Literally, her crown is the castle on top of her head. This means,
Yes.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you know. This means I am yours forever. This means I don't like you. Don't be so cheeky.
I thought it meant you're hot.
And this means I despise you.
Ooh.
Kronborg is rich
Okay.
by the second playing a game. All the captains say that ships past Kronborg's castle. The captains must.
The castle itself is kind of a square shape. In the middle of the outer walls is a very large courtyard. From the bottom of the courtyard, we also walked up 145 steps to the castle tower.
145?
steps.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, keep going.
That's pretty cool. 30. $100. 45 to go.
High on top of the castle, we saw these beautifully fantastic views because you're right on the edge of the sea and it's just gorgeous.
Top of the castle. Looks good. Look at that way.
Looks old towny, huh?
Ocean.
Yeah. Baltic Sea.
On both sides.
You should come here and drink. Yeah?
We stepped inside the chapel at Kronborg Castle. This is one of Denmark's best preserved Renaissance sanctuaries. First consecrated in 1582, the chapel was part of Frederick II's castle expansion, built for royal worship and covered in intricate carvings and beautiful Renaissance woodwork. Remarkably, it survived the devastating fire of 1629, making it one of the few original interiors remaining in the castle today. Its graceful altar, ornate gallery, and elegant pews all reflect the artistry and devotion of its royal builders. Over the centuries, this sacred space has hosted royal weddings, services, and moments of quiet reflection. Standing in this serene chapel, it is easy to imagine Danish royalty gathering inside, while the distant sound of church bells once filled the vaulted ceilings. Within these walls, there is a rich history of Kronborg that connects the past to the present in an inspiring setting.
Here we go. We're going into the basically underground area where they kept safe from war. When war entered into the country.
As we walked below the castle to the casement, a kind of cave-like area, apparently this is an area where people would take shelter during times of war, we think. It gets very dark in this area, and you'll likely need to use your cell phone light to make your way in and out of the storage areas underneath the castle.
Yeah, parts of this reminded me of some of the caving that we've done in California. It's like that dark. It feels like you're in a cave, and
No light source.
yeah,
There's just
and,
no
and we
light
did
source.
have to pull out our iPhones at one point and get the lights going on
Yeah.
it to make our way in the darkest parts of it. But it was cool to explore.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Put the light on your face. There you go. It's so dark. Now it says to go this way. So we'll go that way, I suppose. And that way. Yet it's so dark. Over it. And we find the exit.
There it is.
Don't miss the gift store, where you'll find everything from Christmas ornaments, period outfits for the kids, lots of books, and plenty of Shakespeare memorabilia.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
We recommend joining one of the guided tours. It adds depth to your visit, offering insights into the castle's storied past and its role in Danish history. We spent about 2 hours exploring this castle.
After the castle, we spent a little bit of time out at the edge of the Baltic Sea, just admiring the sea. It was nice and peaceful there. And then we took a walk to try to find some food. And we headed into the city center area and found ourselves at Helsingør Street Food Market, just a short walk from the castle. This is a lively spot close to the waterfront where you can enjoy a wide variety of international food stalls. If you like food markets where you have lots of different vendors, this is the place to go if you're in Helsingør. It's
It was lively and poppin'. There was
Yup,
many people.
very bustling. We, as we typically do when we enter these kind of places, we took a walk around to see what was available, and there was all kinds of vendors. They had foods ranging from seafood to burgers, Danish smørrebrød to Asian fusion. There was even a stand with tacos and quesadillas all the way in Denmark. We ended up grabbing some delicious craft beer and tried a serious fish burger with cod, and it was quite yummy.
We got a really big looking fish sandwich. It looks like haddock probably, and it is deep fried, but it sounds good.
And there's abundant seating available, and it just turned out to be the ideal spot to refuel before exploring more of the town and ultimately heading back to Copenhagen.
Helsingør may be known for the Kronborg Castle, but there's so much more to see. The town itself is charming with cobblestone streets, colorful old buildings, and very cozy cafes. Just a short walk from the castle is the MS Maritime Museum of Denmark, which is built into an old dry dock. It's an impressive piece of architecture and gives you a fascinating look at Denmark's seafaring history. If you enjoy maritime history, stop at the Shipyard Museum for an immersive experience of Denmark's shipbuilding industry. For fans of Danish TV, which we recently became, you might recognize Helsingør as the backdrop from the series The Summerdal Murders. The show is set in the city and features stunning shots of the town's picturesque streets and iconic landmarks like the Kronborg Castle. So if you've seen the show, visiting Helsingør might feel like stepping into one of your favorite scenes.
And it turns out that one of the big images that they show on, I think it's the intro of the show, is the castle, Kronborg Castle. So it's kind of neat to be watching this show that features an area that we visited all the way in Denmark. So that's kind of a cool thing.
If you find yourself in Copenhagen and are wondering about day trips from the city, to go or not to go, if that is your question, we say by all means go. Go to Helsingør for a day. It is a delightful destination that combines history, culture, and leisure. Whether you're exploring castles or enjoying street food, it offers a rich tapestry of experiences.
We hope this episode inspires your next day trip. If you enjoyed exploring with us today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to The Places Where We Go for more travel adventures around the world. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, safe travels and happy exploring.